Well, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. Breaking news. The Carolina McCaffreys era has come to an end. Well, hey, Jeff, what's up? Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The Christian McCaffrey era in Carolina has come to an end, as Christian McCaffrey has been traded to the San Francisco 49ers. Now, what do the Panthers get in return? A boatload of picks. Let's be specific. We're getting 3 picks for the 2023 draft in the form of a second round, a third round, and a fourth round. And we're getting a pick in the 2024 draft, which is a 5th round pick. Wow. What do y'all think? Y'all think this was a fair deal? I mean, we didn't get a first rounder like I thought we were going to get. I honestly thought we were going to get a first round in that batch. We didn't get a first rounder. But, oh, man. Well, what do y'all think? Do y'all think it was a fair trade? Yeah, Joe Valesco. Yep, Christian McCaffrey got traded. Y'all think it was a fair trade? A second, third, and fourth round picks in the 2023 draft, a 5th round pick in the 2024 draft. I mean, we didn't get a player, and we didn't get a first round draft pick like I thought we were going to get. KT says yes, a fair trade. Joe Valesco says no, not a fair trade. Well, I don't know, y'all. A big part of me is a little frustrated that we didn't get at least one first round pick, nor a player of, equivalent value. But I mean, when you think about it, when we look at what we have now after getting this, so let's think about it. So that means we got a first round pick. So that means we'll have 2 second round picks, 2 third round picks. Or no. Correction. We'll have a first round pick, 2 second round picks, a third round pick, 2 fourth round picks in the 2023 draft. So KT says CMC is the highest paid running back and injury prone. I mean, but is that his fault? Is the injury situation, is that really his fault though? I'm sorry, but that's Carolina's fault. That ain't his fault. I mean, when you're accounting for 90+% of the offense, I mean, you can't really blame that on him. You can't really blame that on him. I mean, it plays a factor, but still, like, when you're accounted for that much of the offense, that much throughout his career in Carolina, that's too much. KT, that's too much. When we got other weapons on the team, that's too much. That's way too much. Aubrey, what's up? Yup, it's looking like they are going to rebuild that entire offense. This season is lost, in my opinion. It's looking that way. It's looking that way. But I'm seeing mixed reactions. I'm seeing, some folks hate it. Some folks like it. I mean, you have to remember, he was our best guy on offense, and now that he's gone, we're definitely looking at a rebuild of the offense. But I mean, when I really look at it, that's a lot of picks for one running back in return. That's a lot of picks. So, I mean, did the 49ers get fleeced? I mean, it's something to think about. Did the 49ers get fleeced? Because that's a lot of picks given up. That's a lot. I mean, 3 in one draft and 1 in a future draft. That's a lot for a running back. I mean, I was just under the impression that we were shooting to get at least one first round draft pick. I honestly thought that was what we were going to end up getting in this deal, but we didn't even get a first rounder. But I mean, for this draft right now, a first rounder, 2 second rounders, a third, 2 fourth rounders now. We didn't have a third round pick before because, it belonged to New England. So, I mean, I don't know, y'all. Maybe we can really do something with this. I mean, that's a lot of picks. I mean, we did get 3 for the next draft. Aubrey says they're getting all of those picks for one player. Wow, the Niners are on a mission. I guess so. But I don't know. Like I said, in one of the discords I'm in, I'm seeing mixed reactions from this. I'm really seeing mixed reactions. And I was hoping to get a player. I was really hoping to get a player and a first round pick. But I mean, shoot. We got a big bundle of picks. So let me run down, because they got a full article up on ESPN. So check this out. Of course, written by David Newton. Panthers trading star Christian McCaffrey to the 49ers. So here's the deal. The 49ers sent the Rams a second, third, and fourth round picks in 2023. Or wait a minute. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. So, okay. It's saying that the picks that we got. So second, third, fourth round picks in 2023, a fifth round pick in 2024 in exchange for Christian McCaffrey. Okay. Sorry about that. I read that wrong. Sorry about that. So pretty much the whole idea was this gives the 49ers a weapon that can help them to chase a Super Bowl this year and change the scenery. And not to mention, it's familiar territory for Christian McCaffrey, being that he played college in Stanford. So it's familiar. The Bay Area is familiar territory for Christian McCaffrey. So, I mean, and the thing is, I mean, we want to talk about injury prone. I mean, this season he hasn't missed a game, and he's played 85% of Carolina's snaps. So, I mean, you know, he's pretty much avoided injury so far this season, and he's been in 85% of Carolina's snaps. That's a lot. So check this out. Here's looking at some financial information. So in this article, it says financially the deal makes sense for Carolina. McCaffrey, 8th pick of the 2017 draft, is under contract through 2025 with a base salary of $11 million in 2022 and 2023 and $12 million in 2025. He has cap hits of his $19,550,750 in 2023 and 2024 and $15,450,750 in 2025. The trade makes financial sense to the Niners as well, because McCaffrey has a base salary of $1,035,000 in 2022 after his contract was restructured in December of 2021. Between the $26,938,000 of dead money hit the Panthers have on the books for this year and McCaffrey's 2022-2023 cap hit, Carolina ends up having a 2023 cap savings of $1,198,500. So what this does, it says here, the key for Carolina is getting McCaffrey's 2023 to 2025 cap hits off the books moving forward. So that's the next objective. Hey, James Aaron, good to see you. What's going on? Joe Valesco says it's going to be weird watching Christian McCaffrey in the 49ers uniform. Shoot. I mean, not so much as that, but what are we going to look like with Christian McCaffrey gone? Because now the next two men up are Chuba Hubbard and Deontay Foreman. Those are the next two guys up. So, I mean, so check this out. Apparently, according to a non-Panthers front office source, Carolina was initially asking for 2 first-round draft picks. They were originally asking for 2 first-round draft picks, which, I mean, I could understand why we wouldn't get 2, but I feel like we really could have gotten 1, at least 1. I think we still could have gotten 1 first-round draft pick. But we settled for a 2nd, 3rd, and a 4th for next year, and then a 5th for 2024. So I don't know. The folks that are joining, what do y'all think? Y'all think it was a fair trade? I know KT says yes. Joe Valesco says no. Aubrey, James Aaron, do y'all feel that this was a fair trade? Let me know what y'all thoughts are. James Aaron says yes, a fair trade. Aubrey, what you think? Yes, to a degree, though. Oh, can you elaborate a little bit, if you can? Lloyd Christmas, what's up? Love CMC. Happy for him. I think the deal was solid for both parties based on injury history, but I think we're possibly in full tank mode. Perhaps, but one thing's for sure. We got rid of Robbie. We got rid of CMC. We're looking at a whole rebuild of at least the offense. But I think, I think the idea of retooling this team is out the window. I think it's going to end up being another rebuild. I think it's going to be another rebuild. James Aaron said, I think we could have gotten more, i.e. 2 first rounds. So that's what the word is. That's what the Carolina organization was initially asking for, was 2 first rounders. But we didn't even get 1 first rounder. So it's kind of disappointing. But Christian McCaffrey apparently will travel tomorrow to San Francisco and will most likely play on Sunday. If he does play, according to Ian Rappaport, expect a red zone package. Then he'll ramp up from there. So McCaffrey might get, a few touches. So, I mean, and the funny thing about this, y'all, the really funny thing, think about it. His father, Ed McCaffrey, played under Mike Shanahan. And here we go with his son, CMC, playing under his son, Kyle Shanahan. Oh, isn't that crazy? James Aaron says, I totally understand the Robbie trade and the CMC trade, but we look mad different now. Oh, yeah, facts. Lord Christmas says, yeah, collecting picks and rebuilding is the move. We need as many picks as possible for a true franchise quarterback and build our offense and try to keep our defensive core intact. Well, here's another thing. Word is Shaq Thompson is also on the trading block. And maybe perhaps Brian Burns. We'll see. Yeah, the Shanahan thing is ironic. Yeah, agreed. But so here's a little more information from Adam Schefter. According to a tweet, he says what helped the 49ers pull off this trade for Christian McCaffrey was that they had 6 extra third-round compensatory draft picks granted to them for losing Robert Saleh to the Jets, Mike McDonald to the Dolphins, and Martin Mayhew to the Commanders in recent off seasons. So, wow, that pretty much helped give the Niners the ammo to even pull this trade off. Wow. But it's obvious the Niners giving up all of this for one running back, they're trying to play for a Super Bowl. I mean, they're 3-3 right now. Niners are trying to play for a Super Bowl. And you know what's really ridiculous? One of my friends / coworkers, actually 2 of my friends / coworkers are freaking 49er fans. So I'm going to hear it from them in the morning. Goodness gracious. I'm going to hear all bunch of hoopla tomorrow at work. Goodness gracious, man. Carolina be on the short end of the stick so much, man. It's crazy. But it is what it is. Aubrey says, I am still thinking on that one, but I'm thinking it was not bad. How long has he been there in Carolina? Since 2017. Because remember, 2017 was the last time we went to the playoffs. So we did make the playoffs his rookie year. Lord Christmas says, how you doing though, Blitz? I'm doing pretty good. It's been a good day. You're killing the streams. I appreciate it. I know this could be far out there, but if we're collecting picks to get Sean Payton, or what if we're collecting picks to get Sean Payton? I mean, Sean Payton is a potential candidate. I mean, that's what the word is. I'm a little biased against it because of the whole, I haven't really gotten over the whole Bountygate scandal, but he is a coach that I see being on the radar of acquisition by the Panthers. I mean, a lot of folks want him. So it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. But wow. Okay, so check this out. So Christian McCaffrey scheduled to fly to San Francisco on Friday when he will meet his new teammates and begin to learn the new playbook. It will be challenging to have him in uniform Sunday versus the Chiefs, but McCaffrey did go to Stanford, so anything is possible. Facts. Facts. Well, now we just got to figure out about this cap situation. We got to start attacking this cap situation. That's the next thing. We got to start attacking this cap situation. Let's see. Lord Christmas says, if not Brian Flores or Ken Dorsey will be good candidates. Yeah, I'd be down. Or maybe Eric Bieniemy. I think we need an offensive head coach. Facts. I would agree with that. I think we've done the defensive coach thing long enough. Ernest Capu, welcome. He says no. He says it's a bad trade. Okay, so actually, let me start hearing from some of those that think this was a bad trade. So for those that felt like this was a bad trade, give me some details. Why do y'all feel that this was a bad trade? I want to hear what y'all got to say. Because I know Joe Valesco said no. Ernest Capu said no. Did anybody else say no? I think those were the only two so far. And if anybody else wants to chime in. But yeah, I would love to hear from those that felt like this was a bad trade. Why y'all feel like this was a bad trade? I would love to get y'all's perspective. But oh man, this is going to be really, really interesting. But I mean, getting 4 picks in return. Oh, and also the Niners didn't have a first round pick to give in 2023 because it belonged to Miami. Okay, so they wouldn't have been able to give us a first round pick because it's owned by Miami. So there was no way San Francisco could have given us a first round pick. Okay, that explains that. That explains that. Because it's owned by Miami. But I mean, I don't know, y'all. I'm seeing a lot of folks on social media that hate this trade. Wow. There's a lot of folks on here that hate this trade. especially because we didn't get a first round, which I can kind of understand the frustration of not getting at least a first round. Lloyd Christmas says, I think it's fair for sure, minus not getting a first. We almost got an extra draft, basically, even though the fifth is in 2024. And Aubrey says, oh, okay. So with these add-ons, so like I said, with these add-ons, we still have a first round pick. We have 2 second round picks. We'll actually have a third round pick because we didn't have one before because it was owned by New England. And we'll have 2 fourth round picks. So, I mean, that's a little something to think about. But I do understand the frustration being, I mean, we're losing a gigantic piece of our offense. But at the same time, it's clear that we're rebuilding. We're clearly rebuilding. This ain't a retool. This might have been a retool at first. Nah. Let's keep it real, y'all. This is a rebuild. This is a rebuild. This is another rebuild. Aubrey says a lot of folks know that he was the Panthers' only bright spot. Facts. Lloyd Christmas says it's a rebuild now. Yeah, it's totally a rebuild. Totally. I 1,000,000% agree with you. But I mean, I don't know, y'all. There's a lot of folks that are mad about this trade. But I mean, we did get a buttload of picks. So I mean, a first, 2 second rounders, a third, and now we have 2 fourth rounders, a fifth, and our 7th. And then we have a 5th rounder for 2024. I mean, we could probably work with that this upcoming draft. We could probably work with that, y'all. I mean, for 2023, a first round, 2 second rounds, a third round, 2 fourth rounds, a 5th round, and a 7th round, we could work with that. We could totally work with that, y'all. We could totally work with that. So let's look at it a little bit deeper. So with this trade, as of now, so we would have let's just say that the season ended right now. Let's say the season ended right now. We would have the number 1 pick in the first round. We would have the number 33 pick in the second round. And with the San Francisco trade, we would have the number 54th pick in the second round. We would have the number 85th pick in the third round. We would also have the 97th pick in the 4th round, the 116th pick in the 4th round, the 129th pick in the 5th round. We don't have a 6th round pick, and the 193rd pick in the 7th round. So, I mean, the positioning's not bad. Lord Christmas says, I have to be up early in the morning, so I'm going to head out. Take it easy, Blitz. And everyone, I like the trade. I think we're finally draft a first-round quarterback, and we have the ammo. Thank you so much for coming through. You made some great points there. Rest up, and we'll catch you next time. But yeah, overall, I can see both sides of how folks are feeling, but honestly, I think really observing this trade, really looking at this trade, I think this was a decent trade. I really do. I think this is a decent trade. Now, I could see perhaps Shaq Thompson might be next. That's who I could see would be next, is Shaq Thompson. And then, I mean, now we're going to have to think about running back for the future. We're going to have to think about running back. I don't know if folks would be okay with building with Chuba Hubbard or just going with a whole new running back. But we're going to really get a glimpse of how this offense is going to look on Sunday. Now, no longer with Christian McCaffrey. Wow. Wow. But another positive, I mean, with the fact that San Francisco is picking up a big chunk, if not all, of this contract, I mean, this helps our cap space. This helps our cap space. So, I mean, that's another positive from this as well. But, oh, as a matter of fact, I'm hearing, yeah, they actually did take up his whole contract. Yep. The Niners did take up Christian McCaffrey's whole contract. So, I mean, hey, like, that's going to help. That's going to help the cap space. That's going to help with attacking this cap space. So, I mean, you know, it's all good. It's all good. You know, we can work with this. I mean, there's going to be some following up after this because, like I said, I think Shaq will be next. But I don't know, y'all. I mean, I definitely think it's safe to say that we shouldn't really expect a great season. I mean, we already don't have an identity on offense, and this pretty much 100% depletes any chance of establishing an identity on offense. And yes, I understand the Saints lost tonight, but I don't really know how much this is going to help. But I think overall, I mean, it sucks that it had to come down to this because I like Christian McCaffrey. I like the dude. I love the dude. But this had to be done, y'all. This unfortunately had to be done. It had to be done. I still haven't heard anything from folks that disagree with the trade. Let me hear from y'all. Those that disagree with the trade, let me hear from y'all. What y'all got? Why do y'all feel that way? Those that disagree with the trade. But but I mean, we got a good bundle in return, you know, for trading away our best offensive player. Well, oh man, my social media is blowing up right now. Oh man. But, oh, man. Uh, uh, graham cracker. Ooh, nice. I like graham crackers. Those are good. This is very scary. My cat is sad. I I take it. Do you disagree with the trade? Do you disagree with the move? I mean, it's crazy. And who knows? Some people still think this is going to turn into a fire sale for the Carolina Panthers, which that could happen. But man, just imagine, just imagine, y'all, if he turns around and wins a Super Bowl. Oh man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Whoo wee. Dang. This is definitely quite a way to hit fans in the fields. Dang, you got some folks on here that are just flat out done with this team now after this move. But like I said, you know, I love the guy, but it needed to happen. It needed to happen. Oh man. They got a question on here. Who won the CMC trade? Honestly, I think this complements both sides. I think it complements both sides. San Francisco trying to play to get a Super Bowl. They trying to play to get a Super Bowl. It might be a short term thing for the Niners, but long term for the Panthers, mainly because we're in rebuild. Mainly because we're in rebuild. Now, if anything, we're going to really need to capitalize on the next draft. We did a little something, something overall with the offensive line, but we're going to need to really hit home on the draft. But, oh, man. I don't know what to say, y'all. Don't know what to say. But hold on. Let me go get him. Let me go get him. Let me go get him. Come here, McCaffrey. Well, y'all, take one last look. Gonna miss you, Run CMC. You hit the a thousand club as a Carolina Panther. It's an amazing feat. But unfortunately, we really misused you. We only had one playoff appearance since drafting you. and haven't been back since, but you've been pretty much our brightest spot on the offense your entire time with Carolina. Even despite the injuries, you've been the brightest spot on the Carolina offense. I do wish you the best in San Fran. Be able to go back home, be able to play under a familiar face. So hopefully you do well. And if there's a championship in your future, I'm all for it. Wish it could have been with us, but guess that's not going to happen. But thank you for the memories. Thank you for the highlights. And just thank you for just being such a great person. I mean, not only is he a great player, but he's a great person. I'm not too big of a fan that the fact that you're on a team where two of my friends are fans of that I work with, but it is what it is. And yeah, that's just how it is. But yeah. So long, Christian McCaffrey. On to San Francisco he goes. It's been real. McCaffrey. Yeah. Ernest says, no, Christian McCaffrey. Yeah. It's going to suck so badly, but I mean, it is what it is. But those that'll catch the archive of this, because I know like the news came in very late, but those that catch the archive of this, just to recap, Christian McCaffrey has been traded to the San Francisco 49ers in exchange for a second round, third round, and fourth round picks for 2023 and a fifth round pick for 2024. That's it. San Francisco is going to take on the contract. We save a good million plus in cap space. And like I said, I don't think it stops here. I mean, we just traded Robbie Anderson, just traded Christian McCaffrey. We're still in week 7. Next week is the trade deadline week. So I'm sure that it's not over. Shaq may be next, but the whole idea of retooling has been thrown out of the window. We are now in a rebuild. We're back to a rebuild. So we might as well just go ahead and accept it. This a rebuild. However, the rest of this season plays out will play out, but this is a rebuild. So we might as well just hope for the best, be prepared for the worst, but we'll see what happens. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank y'all so much for coming on here so late to discuss this breaking news. Those that catch the archive, let me know what your thoughts are. For another Carolina Panthers talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Jason Ingram. Bye.